30-minute live demonstration of the MeltingSpot platform. Super excited to have you on board today. My name is Sebastian. I'm one of the founders and COO at MeltingSpot. And I'm excited to take you through our platform, show you what our amazing product and tech teams have been shipping over the last few weeks, and give you a sneak peek into what's coming in the next few weeks, early in the new year. It's going to be a busy month of December at MeltingSpot, and super excited to take you through these new developments. We're hosting a little concert in the office today, so you might listen and hear some nice background music. Hopefully, you will enjoy it, and feel free to ask any questions as you go during this presentation. Simply drop them in the chat. I'll be browsing questions as I speak over the next half hour, and more than happy to answer your questions. So don't hesitate, don't hold back. Any questions are most welcome. Great. So by way of introduction, we have been working on a number of new features, and I'll be presenting my screen now. So maybe just drop me a quick hello in the chat. Tell us where you're logging in from. Here it's a bit rainy in Paris, but winter is definitely coming. Feel free to simply say hi and tell me where you're logging in from. And let's get cracking. There we go. Just give me one sec. When you're able to see my screen. It's loading up nicely. There we go. The big feature that we've just launched at MeltingSpot is that we are now able to embed the entire customer community experience right inside your own interface, be it your website, your blog, or probably even better, your software. Sorry. So if you're a software editor, if you're in the SaaS industry, you can now drop MeltingSpot inside your environment, and that's a big game changer in terms of accessibility and in terms of presenting the educational content you want to offer your customers in context. That's a big step forward. The idea is that imagine this blue menu on the left-hand side is your own menu. Here I'm using the Acme software. I see there's a little community button here. I can hit that button, and I have access to the embedded MeltingSpot experience with the usual features that you should be familiar with by now. So fully integrated, and I'm saving a little surprise for the very end of this presentation. We have more coming in terms of in-context learning and education experiences inside your software. We'll be able to drop widgets with in-context community-sourced content. So bear with me, stay with us until the very end. I'll be showcasing this at the very end. So just a recap of all the functionalities that we currently support. Lives. Functionality number one is the module you'll be using to host all sorts of live video on MeltingSpot. Could be a webinar, like a new feature presentation, for example, that's hosted by your CS team or your product marketing team. So typically this example here, or it could be just a presentation like we're doing today of the platform. You can create your live, give it a start date, a duration, decide if you want to go for a workshop or a conference. Workshop is the best option if you want all your viewers to be able to jump in, ask questions, simply share the audio and video and ask questions on the go. Entering the studio is super easy. Simply hit enter studio. Everything is happening inside the MeltingSpot environment, meaning this is happening inside your own software. Remember, because you're embedded inside your interface. So massive game changer. You don't have to move your customers to a Zoom or a Teams experience. It's all in here. the discussion space you should be familiar with by now. You can manage your participants very simply and invite your participants at the click of a button. You can invite them here via email or using groups. For example, if you want to invite a cohort of customers or a group of customers based on the modules they're using in your product, or based on their size, or any segmentation criteria you're willing to use. You can create your groups, and once your groups have been created, you can decide to invite only one particular group or a few groups to any particular online event. So it's great for onboarding sessions. For example, you can invite the latest cohort of customers. If you're hosting a conference, you might invite only a specific portion of your customer base, such as the C-level, so the CEOs, to for example, a market research presentation and so on. Back to our main menu. The second module I wanted to present is discussions. And if you haven't been around for a while, you probably have noticed a new kind of conversation that we added to the MeltingSpot experience called forums. So channels are great to create discussion rooms similar to a Slack, a WhatsApp, or an MS Teams experience. You create a group, a room for groups to discuss. So you can create private chat rooms, and inside a chat room, which we call a channel, people can post a comment, reply in a thread, react to a particular message, tag, mention anyone, so they get notified here in the notification menu here. And forums are a whole different breed of conversation. Essentially a place where you can organize your discussions by topics, and any member, any customer can create a new topic, which is essentially a question. And that question can be answered to by any member of the community. So typically it's great for support. This kind of forum can help you reduce support tickets by almost 50%. That's what we've experienced in the last few months with this functionality. As an admin, you can mark a conversation as closed if you deem that the question's been properly addressed. Once closed, the conversation will show a little tick box here, and anyone can upvote a particular topic or a response to a particular topic, and this will help identify hot trending topics and really help you turn casual conversations into actionable knowledge for your customers. Obviously, the search bar here helps you identify a topic before posting your own topic if it's not been covered yet. So again, really, really cool for support right inside your own environment. Courses is something that we're currently working on, so I'm saving this for the end as well. Collections is already available. You should be familiar with this functionality here. The idea is that it's a place where you can host all your evergreen content, such as, for example, replays of a particular video that you recorded. It could be a video tutorial, could be an article or a playbook or a template that you want to share with your customers. You can organize them by collections and decide who should be able to access a particular collection. In this case, you can do the same as with lives and channels, and decide that any particular collection should only be available to a particular group, a cohort of customers, which is great to offer a personalized experience to your customers. The member section is something that you can decide to only present to admins, or you can let members access this section if you want to. It's a place where you can access your entire customer directory or member directory, and click on any particular card here, access information on this customer. You can see their email address if you're an admin only. Otherwise, this email will be hidden, and you can start a chat conversation one-on-one with this person. They will be notified in the app, so inside your own product, or by email if they haven't read the message within 15 minutes. And you can also access their activity down at the activity level, which is great to identify like highly active members, highly active customers, or customers in need of reactivation, which offers me a good transition to the admin panel and the audience management tool, where you're able to access your entire customer base and use this space as a place where you can, for example, filter participants by last activity date and say, okay, I want to only focus on those customers that haven't been logging into the community for a while, and maybe re-engage them with a little direct message here that can be sent in bulk to a group or to your entire customer base. So it's actually a really good way to communicate and use a separate communication channel with your customers. Rather than like configuring a complex push mail campaign, simply jump to your audience here, select the customers or the groups of customers you want to message, and send them a direct message here in just a few clicks. The dashboard helps you identify again like get a clear overview of how your community is going, and if you dive at the activity level, you'll be able to see who's been attending a particular live, reading a particular document, watching a particular video in replay, and you really get a lot of insights around which content is performing and which content should be changed or updated. So it's super handy for your customer success or content production teams to then adjust their content strategy based on the performance of any particular content. Lives gives you a really clear, detailed view of who's coming to your events, how long they're staying, what the average watch time is. Again, really cool to identify the best performing content and focus on this content going forward. Courses I'll be presenting in a minute, so saving this for the end. So that's for dashboard. I just want to check on questions just quickly. Stay with me, don't go anywhere. I'll be checking questions in the chat. Looks like we're all good on that front. Just checking discussions here. Juan is asking a question around whether I have documentation he can share with his IT team for the deployment of the embed. Yeah, absolutely. We're able to share this. I'll share this separately, Juan, at the end, but or maybe I can just send you the link. Gwen, can you send Juan the link to the embed specs, please? That would be awesome. Thanks. Cool. Great. Now focusing on what's coming next, we have two really exciting new features coming up. The first feature is courses. We've already covered the live video, which we believe is a must-have in terms of customer engagement, and the on-demand resource hub in collections. The one thing we hadn't covered yet was like the online courses with training tracks. So you'll be able to create a number of tracks and organize them here on the left-hand side. And within one particular track, you'll be able to add a number of on-demand training e-learning modules that will be unlocking based once you've completed module 1, you'll be invited to attend module 2 and so on. And so this should be available in the next few months to add to your learning experience, and we're excited by this upcoming feature. And the last thing I wanted to cover, the last but certainly not the least new feature we're currently working on, is what we call the in-context MeltingSpot education experience. The idea is that we really want to bring education and community to your customers, and we don't want you to bring your customers to the education community content. So we want really entrench community and education inside your own software environment. So we've created a concept of widgets, which we call beacons here. Upon clicking one particular beacon, we will be surfacing content from the MeltingSpot experience, so community sourced content in a drawer that will pop up at the right on the right hand side here, and this pop-up is entirely configurable inside your MeltingSpot admin panel. You can create as many drawers like that one as you like, and for example, gather all the content relevant to one particular feature inside your product. Here, we want to focus on our on the partner relationship management feature here in this particular software. And so all the content relating to PRM features and how to engage partners with your SaaS will be displayed on the right hand side here. So typically an upcoming webinar or a client testimonial that's available in replay, or an online course around this topic, as well as, for example, forum discussions that are covering this topic here. So it's really like super handy to get extra reach with your content. Make sure that your content is really here to serve your education objectives and your activation objectives. So in context education at its best. And this is coming real soon at MeltingSpot. So bear with us, and yeah, feel free to give us a shout if you have any question around this really cool new functionality. So that's it, really. Brief recap of our experience, fully embedded inside your own product, with the 5 main modules that we're covering, and to finish with the ability to drop snippets of content inside your own product with the use of beacons like this one. So that's it, really. That's what I wanted to cover. I see there aren't specific questions, but I'll be checking this right now. I think I've answered Juan's question, so it should be cool. Juan, give me a thumb up if I've provided all the insights you were looking for. Any questions? Feel free to drop us a quick note. Mention my name, Sébastien Chatelier, anywhere in the MeltingSpot app. If you're following us on LinkedIn, simply reach out on LinkedIn, direct message with any question, or drop me an email, Sébastien, SEBASTIEN @meltingspot.io with any questions. Look forward to taking you on board, and enjoy the rest of this day. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.